Mr. Ian Wood, Managing Director for Lanxess Private Limited. Good morning to you.
And good morning.
And thank you for this interview.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure.
Yeah. Your company recently announced a major investment on Jurong Island. It's a butyl rubber production plant that your company will be building. Can you tell us, first of all, a little bit about what Lanxess does and how old it is and how large is the company?
Lanxess is now just over 3 years old. We were listed independently after being carved out from the Bayer Group at the end of January 2005. Lanxess PTE is actually a little bit older, where we set up in advance of the final carve-out. Lanxess is a global specialty chemicals company, a leading global specialty chemicals company. We operate in 21 countries. Currently, there are about 41 production sites around the globe, 14,600 employees at the latest count, and in 2007, our sales revenue was 6.6 billion euros. So that, in a nutshell, is what we are. Young company, old history.
And a big one too.
Yes, with the intention to make it bigger.
Very good. This project that you're about to embark on in Jurong Island, that's as a 100,000 tons a year plant, and it makes butyl rubber. What is butyl rubber used for?
The key application for butyl rubber is in the production of tires of all types, particularly radial tires, tubeless ones. The key quality of butyl rubber, the key property, is that it has a very, very low air permeability. So again, for the layman, it stops the air getting out of your tires. If you have bicycles with an inner tube, the inner tube will be of butyl rubber for the same reason. That you don't need to stop every 100 yards to pump up the tires again.
And the chances are we will have a Lanxess input in our vehicles.
I think it's probably safe to say that in just about every tire on the road, you're likely to find some Lanxess butyl rubber.
Right. Okay. You've chosen to build this plant on Jurong Island. Can you tell us what are the advantages that made it so compelling for you to put this plant in Singapore?
Singapore, to begin with, as a choice of location, is fairly easy to answer. The stable economy of Singapore, which is, as we all know, is underpinned by a very business-friendly government, it was a key factor. The legal environment, in addition, because IP is an issue. For all companies, including Lanxess, that are using innovative technology and proprietary technology, this is a key factor. Jurong Island itself is really down to the fact that Jurong Island is a very large-scale chemical park. The level of integration on Jurong Island that one can find there is really the secret, I think, to the success of Jurong Island as a location for large-scale chemical production. And the integration really takes effect in that all the companies just about are passing raw materials to one another. One man's raw material could be another person's waste, for example. At the petrochemical level, this is very common. So being able to pipe in and out on a large scale is a massive advantage.
You're getting this raw material, which is called Raffinate 1 from Shell?
Yes, from Shell's Bukom Island complex. It will come through a pipeline from Bukom to Jurong Island and then to our plant.
When your butyl rubber is completed in production, is it exported out, or does it go to some factory on Jurong Island itself?
No, it will. It comes out in the form of bales. That's the final form. and all the product will be exported. As you know, there's no tire production in Singapore, so the majority will remain in Asia. It will be exported around Asia. Key customers are obviously, as I mentioned just now, the tire industry being the main user. The big three globally: Michelin, Bridgestone, Goodyear. They are all large customers of Lanxess on a global scale for our butyl, and particularly the halo butyl grade of rubber, which is going to form the bulk of production coming out of Singapore. And in recent years, there are a number of Asian-based companies who have also grown into global suppliers. Hankook Tire from Korea, Chengxin Tire from Taiwan, and also a couple of mainland China companies, Grand Tour and Triangle. These are all customers of ours, of Lanxess, for our butyl rubber.
100,000 tons a year, is that enough to satisfy all the demand, or are you planning phase 2?
Any good company is always thinking ahead, but 100,000 tons initially is our target. So that's what we're focusing on at the moment. Obviously, we have to build the plant and take care of all the if you like, the shorter term issues. But in the back of the mind, if the market continues to grow as we expect it to, then who knows?
When is this plant due to start?
Planned construction, start of construction is Q1 2009, and the intention is to have the construction phase finished by the end of 2010.
It's just under 2 years.
Yeah.